Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your daily yoga routine for flexibility. For today's practice, we'll be focusing on increasing flexibility in the lower body by targeting and stretching the hips, hamstrings, quads, and the glute muscles. Now, it's important to remember that flexibility does not happen overnight. So as always, please listen to your body. Never push or force yourself into any pose. So just do the best that you can over time, and with consistent practice, it will get easier and you will see results. So if you're ready to get started, go ahead, roll out your mat, and we'll begin. Alright, we'll begin today's practice seated at the back of the mat with your knees and your feet together. Take a big inhale as you reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, release forward into child's pose, extending the arms straight out in front of you, resting your forehead down onto the mat. Go ahead and close the eyes, and we'll find a cleansing breath here. So once you're ready, take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth and sigh the breath out. And again, big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale the breath out. One more time on your own. And on your last exhale, allow your body to completely relax. Relax your shoulders. Soften through the heart. And allow your hips to sink closer towards your heels. From here, we'll move into spinal waves. So as you inhale, slowly round yourself up through each vertebra of your spine, coming into tabletop. Exhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, and sit back into child's pose. Inhale, roll forward, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, send the hips back. Taking a few more rounds, welcoming a lot of movement into the spine, moving with the breath. Good, now we'll meet back in child's pose. On your next inhale, transition your weight forward. This time, drop the hips all the way down for upward facing dog, extending through the knees, lifting your thighs off of the mat. From here, turn to look over your right shoulder as you dip the left hip down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch. Turn to look over your left shoulder, right hip will come down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, press into the hands and lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Ground down through your hands and your feet, doing your best to sink both heels down towards the ground. Taking a few deep breaths here. Becoming aware of how your body feels. And then on your next breath, bend into the left knee. Keep the right leg extended as you press your right heel down towards the ground. feeling a stretch in the back of the right leg. And then switch sides, straightening out the left leg. Bend the right knee as you press the left heel down. Once more on each side, straightening out the right leg, bend the left knee. Straighten out the left leg, bend the right knee. Come back to a neutral downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, relax the head down. And again, inhale, come on up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend into the knees, press into your feet, and begin to roll yourself up to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms up, your palms come to touch. Exhale, ride the breath down, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat and step back to plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hips. So stacking the right hip over your left. And think about pulling that right heel in towards your glutes. Feeling that opening in the hips. Inhale, extend the leg back up for three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands and drop the left knee down. Come up high onto the fingertips to keep the chest lifted. Press firmly into the right foot and allow the hips to sink down. Feeling a deep stretch in the left hip flexor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, half splits, straightening out the right leg, flex the right foot. Folding over the right leg, drawing your forehead to your knee. Inhale, come forward, bend into the right knee. Exhale, half splits, folding over the right leg. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push it back. Hold it here. Draw the right hip back as you send the left hip forward to square out the hips. Breathing here. Feeling the stretch in the back of the right leg. On your next inhale, lift the chest back up. Plant the left hand down. Reach your right arm up to come into a twist. Stacking the shoulders here. Doing your best to keep that right leg straight. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, release the right hand back down. Bend into the right knee. Lift your back knee off of the mat and step back to plank. Inhale, shift forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hips. Left hip stacks over your right. Inhale, extend the leg back up for three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward, drop the back knee down. Come onto the fingertips, lift up through the heart. Press firmly into the left foot as you sink the hips down. Stretching out that right hip flexor. Take a big breath in. Exhale, half splits, extending the left leg, flex the left foot, folding over the left leg, drawing your forehead towards your knee. Inhale, come forward, bend into the left knee. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Exhale, push it back. Holding here. Draw the left hip back to keep the hips square. Breathing space into the left hamstring. Inhale, lift the chest back up, and we'll move into that twist. So keep the right hand planted as you reach the left arm up. Keep lifting up through the chest, elongating through the spine. Take another inhale. Exhale, release the left hand down. Bend into the left knee. Lift your back knee off of the mat and step back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And again, inhale, come on up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the arms up. Exhale, ride the breath down, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees and step the right foot back, coming into a runner's lunge. Place the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Turn and open the back foot. As you inhale, come into triangle pose, extending the left leg as you reach your right arm up. Stacking the shoulders here. And try to keep your torso in line with that front thigh. Breathing deeply into the side body. Take one more breath. Plant the right hand back down. Lift the back heel off of the mat. Bend into the left knee and drop the back knee down. So coming into lizard pose. Both hands are to the inside of the left leg. Draw the heart forward and up as you press the hips down. Choosing to stay here or taking a different variation by placing the left hand to the inside of the left knee and then using your hand to gently open the hip out, rolling onto the outer blade of the left foot. Ground down through your right hand as you lean your weight back. So wherever you are, just continue to breathe. Feeling a deep stretch in the front of the right hip and the outside of the left hip. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And then place the left hand back down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off of the mat, and begin to shift your weight forward and back, getting deeper into that right hip flexor. Come to find stillness. Take 1 more breath. And then step the left foot back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to pedal out through the feet, letting go of any tension in the legs, in the hips. And then once you're ready, come back to a neutral downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, dive it back down, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and step the left foot back. Place the right hand to the inside of the right foot and then ground the back heel down. Inhale, triangle pose, extending the right leg as you reach the left arm up. Keep the chest open and lifted here. Engage your core. Breathing into the side body. Take 1 more big breath in. Exhale, release the left hand down. Lift the back heel off of the mat and come into lizard pose, bending into the right knee as you drop the left knee down. Ground down through the palms. Keep the chest lifted as you press the hips down. Either staying here, or if it's within your practice, you can roll onto the outer blade of the right foot. Place the right hand to the inside of your right knee, and then gently open the right hip out. Grounding down through the left hand. Keep the chest lifted. So just find whichever variation serves you greatest and come back to your breath. Take 1 more big breath in. Exhale, place the right hand back down to come back into lizard. Tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Start to shift your weight forward and back, getting a deeper sensation in that left hip flexor. Come to find stillness. Hold here for a breath. And then step back to plank. Moving through a vinyasa here. So coming down through chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet again, and adding any other intuitive movement that feels good for you here. Just letting go of any tension out of the hips and the backs of the legs. And then once you're ready, come back to a neutral downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, ride the breath down, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees and make your way to a seated position on the mat. Extend the legs straight out in front of you. Flex your feet. Take a big inhale as you reach both arms up and overhead. As you exhale, come into a forward fold, reaching your hands for your shins, ankles, or your feet. Once you've found a comfortable position, take another big breath in, find length in the spine. And then exhale, relax the head down. Holding here for a few deep breaths. With each inhale, finding length in the spine. And with each exhale, allowing yourself to fold a little bit deeper. Creating a lot of space in the hamstrings. Feeling the stretch in the entire backside of the body. And then on your next inhale, start to lift the chest back up. Find length in the spine. Exhale, folding once more. So maybe reaching for your toes or your feet. And then with your next breath, gently lift yourself up, making your way to a comfortable cross-legged position at the center of your mat. Place your hands over to your knees and close the eyes. Taking this opportunity to settle into your body, settle into your mind. Feeling this fresh new energy move throughout your body. And then take a big breath in, reaching both arms up to the sky. And exhale, bringing your hands over towards your heart. Taking this opportunity to bow down to yourself, thanking yourself for your wonderful practice today. Thank you so much for joining me. May you stay well and always continue to shine. Namaste.